Hello everybody and welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to be learning about the Tween service. I'm going to be teaching you how you can use the Tween service to improve UI animations, and you can improve parts. For example, let's say we had a part that wanted to have an animation and wanted to animate it to go over to the other side of the world, as an example. We could do this through the Tween service. What this is going to allow us to do is make the animation smooth and make it more natural looking. And there's some demonstrations here on this website, but we're going to go through it in this video, so we'll jump straight into that part of the video. Hello and welcome back everybody. So let's get straight into this tutorial. To begin with, you want to start up a base plate on Roblox Studio. Head up to the game settings to begin with. Make sure it's uploaded to the cloud on Roblox website. We'll go ahead and go to game settings, go to security. I'm going to go ahead and enable API access to services. That's going to allow us to access the Tween service. So let's go ahead and do that. You can enable HTTP requests if you choose to do so. We'll go ahead and continue on. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a part in the workspace. So we'll do a part. We'll also create a Tween GUI with a frame nested inside of that. Now we have the Tween GUI and a part in our world. We're going to go ahead and anchor our part by selecting it, going down to the anchor thing, the anchor, and then ticking that box. We'll go ahead and we're going to need two things for the purpose of this tutorial. So we're going to go ahead and create a script. We're also going to go ahead and create a local script inside of our Tween GUI. So to begin with, we are inside of our normal script, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and type in local Tween service is equal to game get service Tween service, just like that. Once we've done that, we can go ahead and type a local animation styles is equal to a table, and then we can go ahead and start writing our animation styles out. Now, how do we do that? Well, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and type in our animation. We're going to go a open bracket, and then we're going to go ahead and type in the animation name. So let's say we wanted a I don't know, short bouncy one. So we just for short we can just do an SB as an example. Yeah. And then we can do equals Tween info dot new, and then we can go ahead and start putting our style in. So we want the time it's going to take our animation to do it, so it's going to be short and bouncy, so we want it to be like I'm going to say 3.5 seconds as an example. We're going to do comma, we're going to do enum dot easing style, and then we're going to go ahead and do a bounce as our style of animation. So a lot to choose from. You can choose whatever you want. Feel free to choose them at your own will. We're going to go ahead and press a comma again and go enum dot easing direction. We want it to be in. We want it to be in because we want a smooth transition in. I'll have a link to the website where you can see all these animation styles. We'll also have a link to the website where you can view the Tween service. So we'll go ahead and do another comma. And we're going to go ahead and put in a 0 because we don't want it to repeat. But you could do if you chose to. We can also do so we do another comma and we'll do a false. And then we're going to do another comma and we can do a 0. So I'm actually going to change this to true because I want the animation I want the animation to reset itself afterwards. So we're going to leave it to true. And what we're going to do now is underneath, we are going to go ahead and do local part is equal to script.parent, because we know that our part is parented above our script. So we'll go ahead and create our animation. So how do we do that? We're going to go ahead and do task.wait, and we're going to wait 1 second before so we have a chance to load into the game. Then we'll go ahead and type in Tween service create like that, semicolon, and then a full colon, and then we're going to go a create. We're going to go ahead and do our instance, so that would be our part. Then we're going to go ahead and do a comma, and we're going to go ahead and do our animation styles.sb. You can also just do a thing and do SB as well. That would work as well. We'll just leave it like that for the time being. Do a comma, and then in this section we are going to go ahead and put a table in. And then we're going to go ahead and do a box again, or a curly bracket, so non-curly bracket, square bracket. I'm going to go ahead and do the position because we want to increase the position of the part by 5 studs up. So we're going to do position. And that's going to be equal to the part.position. Then we can plus that by vector3.new, and then we can go ahead and do that by 5 studs up. And then the great reason for this is that you can actually do more than one thing. So we can actually have the transparency go from 1 to 0, or you can have a color alternate to a different color if you really wanted to. But we're going to go ahead and keep it simple for the purpose of this video. We're also going to do the size as well. So let's go ahead and do a comma right after our bracket here. A comma here, and we're going to go ahead and do another box, curly bracket. We'll do another parentheses, and then we'll do the word size. Now size is going to be equal to UDMI, this is going to be to part.size, and then we'll plus it by UDMI, we'll times it by 2. Then we're going to get the part size, which is going to times that size by 2, basically. So what we're going to do now is to get that animation to play, we can go ahead and do is put a local in front of our Tween service, local, and we'll call this part animation, just like that. And then we can go ahead and do part play, part animation. If I can actually spell it right, part animation, and we can do curly brackets and play. There's a lot of reasons about why this method's good, is because you can also do such things as this. You can say if part animation dot playback state, and then you can say is equal to enum dot playback state dot, and then you can say finish, or so ended, is it, or what is it, completed. Then you can say animation print animation played successfully, like that as an example. Now if you go ahead and press F5 and press play, what we should see is after 1 second that part should raise by 5 studs, and it should double in size like that. There we go, nice smooth little animation, very very nice. So we're going to do the exact same for the UI basically. So how do we do this? We go ahead and go into the local script, and all we're going to do is going to copy in our styles for the purpose of this tutorial, and we'll go ahead and paste them into here. This time we're going to go ahead and do a local frame is equal to script.parent, because we know that we've parented above the local script. And we're going to do pretty much the exact same principle. So we're going to go ahead and do a local frame animation is equal to Tween service create, and then the frame, because that's the instance that we want to move, do a comma, and then we're going to do animation styles. And again, you can do dot, or you can do because we've made a dictionary, you can just do parentheses SB. We'll do a comma, and then we'll do another table, and then we'll do another square bracket with another parentheses, and we'll do another position is equal to, and then this time we are actually going to be using a UDMI2 value, because frames do not use vectors, they use UDMI2 values. So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to do UD is equal to UDMI2 dot new, and then we're going to say frame dot position dot x dot scale, comma 0, comma frame dot position dot scale, dot y dot scale, comma 0. And then we can go ahead and we can times that by 2. So we'll do times that by 2. So we want to do the scale, so we're going to times the scales by 2 on the X and the Y axis, times it by 2. And then what we can do is we can do the size as well, because I feel like just doing the size is just like an icing on the cake. So we'll do comma, we'll do the curly brackets again, we'll do size is equal to UDMI2 again, because it is a UDMI2 value. So we'll do the exact same, but instead we'll do is equal to UDMI2 dot new, and we'll do frame dot size dot x dot scale, comma 0, comma scale, exactly the same purpose. Frame dot size dot y dot scale, and then a 0 again, comma 0. And then what we can do is we can actually times that by 2, and then times that by 2, and that should be the animation done. So if we go ahead and get that done, we can go ahead and press frame animation and do a play. And we'll have a weight as well of 1.2. And then let's go give this a try. So we should get, if everything goes correctly, we should get the part to do this animation. And then there you go. We have the UI that is doing its own animation, which is kind of nice. I like it. But let's go ahead and get a little bit more creative with it. Let's just go ahead and we are going to, on the position, we're going to be doing that using my 2 scale times 2. Yes. Let's go ahead and for the purpose of this video, we'll just do the UDMI2. And instead of timesing it, what we're going to do is we're going to actually set the position to 0.5, comma 0, comma 0.5, comma 0. And then what we can do is we can actually go ahead and, once it gets to that position, we can then tell it to go to any other position after that. But we'll just do it for this part of the video, leave it on that position. We'll go ahead and press F5, and we should have that go to the center of the screen now. There we go, and it has gone down in size. So we want to go ahead, and if we wanted to do the opposite to it going down in size, we would just do a minus here. Instead of the times, we would just do a divide and a divide, and then we should get the opposite effect when it's going into the center of the screen. We also want to set it to false as well, but we'll do that after this. So yeah, anyway, so that is the idea. You can set the size yourself. That has been this tutorial. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and videos are going to be getting better in the future, so make sure to stay tuned and comment below what you're going to be using this for. Obviously UI and parts, but no, I mean like what's your concept, what are you doing in your games, whatever. Thank you for watching. My name's Brian, and I will catch you guys in the next one.